Hi, and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff. Today is it's the last part of the Space Shuttle Discovery because I'm going to finish it tonight. And also got some good news. Today I had time to set up the Wi-Fi extender, so I am hoping that means smooth sailing. I did not have a chance to test it, but right now it's telling me excellent connection with no warnings whatsoever. So let's just hope it keeps that way. And I hope that you will watch to the end, because today I will have a comparison of the different Lego space shuttles and stuff, space type things that have come out over the years. I was able to build them, and they are behind door number 2 right here. And it looks like we're building the tail right now. And I really do like this set. Good evening, John. How you doing? Thanks for viewing in. And hi, Maxis Bricks. How you doing? I'm hoping that tonight's going to be smooth sailing with the internet. How's your day been, John? And how's your day been, Maxis? Oh, okay, this is a wing flap. Well, I appreciate that, John. Okay, so that's a wing flap. All right. And hey, Nick, how you doing tonight? And you did a pretty big portion. What are you referring to there? And John says, not bad, rough with work, 90-ish calls. Yeah, that's a lot of calls again. My day was better than yesterday. Still pretty rough. We're still having problems integrating the new system, but you know, at least it wasn't as demanding today. I was able to figure out a few things. Oh, of the spaceship, yes. Here, let me put this down a little bit. And stick around for the end. I did have time to build some other space sets of Legos, and I've got them behind door number 2 here, this box, and we'll reveal it here at the end. Okay, and then next we've got this little end of the flap on this wing. I know you can't really see it. You'll be able to see it when I build the other side here. Yeah, you are, I think, 8 hours ahead of us here. So what is it, like 2 in the morning there? 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning there, Maxis? I remember when I used to call home when I lived in Germany. I had to call early because everyone was in bed. Oh, hi, Jenny. How you doing? How was your day? Yeah, but with work being a little less demanding, it was nice today. And I really enjoyed building the retro Lego sets. That was a lot of fun for me. It was a trip down memory lane, and a few of the pieces were missing. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was about two for you. Yeah. Some of the pieces were missing, and you know what? I'm so grateful that I bought some of those big lots that I bought of the used Legos. Like I bought the 200 pounds in October. I'm very grateful I did that because, believe it or not, some of the stickered pieces that were damaged in the move, I was able to replace them because, well, I had them. And that saves a ton of money because those stickered or decorated pieces are very expensive on Bricklink. I don't know if you guys hear the jets, but I live near an Air Force base, and I unfortunately live in their flight pattern. I don't hear them very often because my house is new, but sometimes I can hear them a little bit. Yeah, I had to start a little bit later tonight, John. My son Spencer, he had a doctor's appointment at 4 o'clock my time, and I wanted to make sure that I got here in time. Because the last thing I want to do is let everyone know there's going to be a live stream, and then, oh, just kidding, I'm not doing it. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I scheduled it a little bit later tonight. Nothing's wrong with the kid, just, regular teenage stuff, So, generally, he's a good kid. Yes, I am, Greg. I'm going to do a review tonight, and I'm also going to review it versus other Lego space sets, and they're hiding behind this box here, so I don't want to give it away too early. I probably spent a good 10 hours putting stuff together because while I was at it, I've moved a couple times, and some of the pieces were broken or discolored, and I replaced everything I could. And I was able to replace most of the stuff to make it look a lot better than it did. So it was fun because it was putting it together and it was restoring. I've got a Lego Space Shuttle, actually 2 Lego Space Shuttles besides this one behind this box, and they're decently old. And I think I'm building the tail here, but I can't really tell right now. Can't tell I'm building the tail. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but looks like I did. How's your day? How's your day been, Greg? And which documentary did you just watch? Oh, about Joseph Stalin. Okay. What period of his life? Was it around World War II? His whole life? Actually, he's a figure that I've watched quite a bit about. And anyway, I won't say too much. What was it about his whole entire life or just a certain period of his life? His whole life, okay. Even though I don't agree with his politics per se, I do like the story of his life, especially the World War II. How I mean, cow, the amount of mistakes that man made, there's no way that his country should have come out on top. But I like the story about Stalingrad and how much effort was put into saving that city so it didn't fall to the Germans. But he was pretty cutthroat, especially how he came to power. Okay, so let's do this one. And just to let you guys know, I know that a lot of people don't have time to watch all of these live streams. So my video tomorrow is actually going to be a recap of the review of what I've done. The review I'm going to do tonight on here. Just to warn you guys. And I'm doing that, like I said, for the people that can't watch all the live streams. Enemy at the Gates. No, I haven't heard of that one, John. That I'm imagining that's another Stalin story or something like that. Well, I'm still getting a warning about the bit rate, which I'm really surprised because I installed the 5G router, so about the Stalingrad. Okay, I would be interested in that because I've read a lot on the story, and I've seen a lot of things about that story, and it's absolutely amazing how close they came to losing it, but didn't lose it. About the snipers, okay. Oh, okay, I know. We're going to be building the little covers here. Yeah, World War II in general is a subject that I like reading about. Especially because both my grandfathers were in it. Both of them fought in the Germany theater. Or I guess I should say European, because it basically was all of Europe. Man, this is pretty fragile. I'm like pressing down on it and other parts are coming apart on me. I did check it first thing this morning, Maxis, and it didn't work. But I have not checked it since this morning. If you'd like, I can check when I get off of here. It was still telling me it can't ship to Utah. And I think it has to do with that new withholding of sales tax in the U.S. But I'm not 100% certain on that. The Black Sheep Squadron, yeah. I don't know. I know of the story. I haven't gone too in depth with that. My favorite story of the World War II is the Seabees, and how, we would just destroy an airfield, and then the Seabees were able to put it back together within a few days and have it back up and running. I thought that's a really awesome story. And they did it over and over, too. It looks like I missed something. Let me double check here. Yeah, I missed a few things. Okay, never heard of that, John. Pappy, I don't remember that name. Okay, well, gives me something to look forward to watching. Oh, I see what I did. Oh, John Wayne on the CBs, or on the Black Sheep. In the middle of the set, a part is not properly placed. Can you be a little more specific on that? Because I will fix it. Yeah, this has been a very fun set to build. I do like the space program, and I love the Mars rovers pictures. Anything has to do with space. So this has been a fun one to put together, and I like the fact that this one's not. I mean, it was $200, but that's the amount of pieces that you're getting. And what you're getting, I don't think that was terribly overpriced. Yeah, sorry, kind of doing the review right here, right now. Didn't really mean to do that, but I just really enjoy this set. Okay, there's more to it. Okay, cool. I'm really hoping that Lego keeps true to its word and does a Seinfeld set like they said they were going to last year. Just like they did the Friends set. I'm really hoping they do it. Seinfeld is, like, hands down my favorite show, sitcom show. Of course, it did win TV Guide's most popular sitcom ever. And I really, really like the show. It is absolutely about nothing. And that's what makes it so darn funny, is that those four friends just completely mess up life. They're their own worst enemy. I mean, like, they all destroy it for everybody else, and then their own gets destroyed in the process. So, great show, though. So I'm really looking forward to that Lego set. I hope they come out with it like they said they were going to, and then I will definitely buy that one. Really, John? You've never seen Seinfeld? I'm just surprised. I mean, hey, you know. Okay, so this one goes on this side. And I believe we got to build this other one to cover this side here. Yeah, well, Seinfeld had a total of 9 episodes, or 9 seasons. The first season was only 4 shows, so it's a really small season. In fact, they weren't even sure they were going to make it, but they did. Oh, and what's really funny, if you didn't know anything about the show, you know, there's some things that people didn't realize, that Elaine was not in the first episode. And in fact, Elaine was not an original character that was written into the story. The lady at the coffee shop was supposed to be the character of Elaine, but then they decided to go with Elaine because otherwise the majority of the show would have to take place in the coffee shop for her character to have much of an impact. Yeah, Friends is one I watched too, though. And I have my daughter, Amanda, to thank for that, because she was into it, and, you know, her and I spent time together, so I started watching it because of her, and I actually, you know, I thought it was a great show. I didn't think I was going to like it at first, but I did. How about you, Greg? Did you like Friends? Well, John, there was quite a bit of drama on that show, but I think it had a good story. I never like Joey. He made me laugh because he was always flirting with women. You know, how you doing? That guy. Yeah, it's probably one of the worst impersonations of Joey, but I like that show. And Phoebe always made me laugh because I remember one episode when she was in Central Perk with the guitar trying to sing, and oh my gosh, man, she was horrible. Kind of remind me of it kind of reminded me of Police Academy. I want to say number 3 or 4, where Bobcat Goldthwait, who plays Zed, goes to the police academy, and he writes that song for the girl, and he has a guitar. If you haven't seen it, it's a really hilarious scene. Which that's actually something else I watched on YouTube recently, was a documentary. Well, it wasn't really a documentary, but it was 10 things you didn't know about what do you call it? Police Academy. And that was pretty good. And I think I just messed something up. And I did. So let me fix that. And one of the 10 facts that you probably didn't know about Police Academy that was in this video I watched was that it was filmed in Toronto. And the Police Academy was actually a former insane asylum. Well, I'll need that piece. Okay, well, I'll check that tonight, Maxis. I'll check out your store again. Sorry, long days, short nights. Catching up to me. You know, John, I agree. You know, there's just so many good movies that I'm afraid just couldn't be made today. Police Academy is one of them I don't think they could make today. I also don't think, well, I know they couldn't make Blazing Saddles again. And they wouldn't, I don't think they'd be able to do Airplane again. And it's a shame because those movies are just funny. Your favorite Adult Swim TV show? I don't know of one except for Baywatch, and I never watched that. Do you have a favorite one, Greg? All right, we are down to the last bag. And the only thing left is the little cockpit cover, so we are on the downhill stretch here. I'm very excited about this. And believe me, I've got plenty of other material for live streams and videos. I don't remember if I mentioned this yet or not, but I will mention it here. I'm going to do a live stream, and I'm going to put together, try to in one live stream, put together all of my fire vehicles, including boats. And then I'm going to do the one for police, because I definitely have got a lot of police vehicles as well that need to be assembled. So I've got a couple of those, and then I've got videos. I've got about 40 sets that need to be put together. So plenty of that, and there's going to be plenty of updates too on the Lego City mock out in the other room. And I've been ordering a lot of pieces, not in the last couple of days, but I did last week, and so there are pieces on their way. So there'll be plenty of updates. And I'm just really excited about that in general. That's that project's just I'm really happy with it. And I'm really happy to have the ability to build something on that large of a scale and it be my design, and you know, I get to just kind of dream it and build it, and that's really awesome. So it's a really wonderful feeling to be able to do that. Oh wow, so these are supposed to be, these little brackets are supposed to be little chairs. Just making sure I got that right. I see a few new people, and the numbers have gone up a little bit in viewers, and I appreciate that and welcome. Okay, here's the cockpit. Okay, and then I don't know what this next little bit is, but it's in the instructions, so go ahead and start building that. And you know, I was doing some reflecting today as I was building those sets that I'm going to show you here in a few minutes. And I'm just really amazed on the amount of colors that Lego has come up with. I mean, because when I was a kid, you had white, black, blue, red, green. You really didn't have a whole lot of colors. And then today, oh my goodness, there's so many of them. And I just think that's awesome. It's really opened up the possibilities of what you can build. And also, as I was looking at how these things were built, I thought to myself a couple times that, you know, in today's Legos, the amount of pieces, they could have added this piece here and made it a little different. And this set has 17 bags total. And John, sorry to hear about your back. It's not any fun. I suffer from chronic back pain as well. Okay. Okay. So this is the piece that holds the Hubble telescope up if you wanted to open the doors and to stage like you're launching the Hubble telescope, which I will not be doing. So we can skip that part. All right. Well, here's the review, guys. And I know you guys have waited a long time for it, and I really appreciate that. I'm sorry, I was reading at the same time. I really appreciate you guys waiting. So let's do the review. This set retails for $199.99. Well, considering that you get 2,354 pieces, that's a 10 for me, the value. My only one of the benchmarks for value is the amount of pieces to price ratio, and about 10 cents is about right. This is a little bit less than 10 cents, but that's not the only consideration. I mean, you look at what you're getting for $200. You're getting a space shuttle, which looks very accurate. I mean, even the nose thrusters, you know, even the protective layers of the stickers on the inside, you know, having opening doors for the bay, having the Hubble telescope go with it. Love it. I mean, this is just a really cool set. And then you have the stand that the space shuttle also goes on here. So value is definitely a 10. Creativity, 10. I mean, this thing looks like a space shuttle. And so I don't know how you could knock it for it. I think it's awesome. And I mean, it even has the little robotic arm, you know, to grab things as it puts it in space and stuff. So definitely that. Playability, I gotta give it a 10. I mean, they've come out with other Lego sets. You got the Saturn V Rocket. You've got the Moon Lander. You've got the International Space Station. I mean, solid 10. You know, they went all out on this. And so I give out 10s across the board for everything. And now let's get to the part that I know you all have been waiting for as well. and that is other Lego sets. So, let's start with the oldest one first. The oldest one first. Let me slide it over here. It's this guy right here. And this one is set number 6456. It's long retired. It came out in 1999. It had 466 pieces and 4 minifigures. One of the minifigures is up here in the cockpit. And this is a pretty simple set. You've got a little crawler here, and he's got a little thing for, carrying a gem in here. Which, by the way, is funny. This gem that's in here is supposed to be a metallic green. However, mine has faded to the point, because it's so old, that, it's just kind of silverish dull. So it's lost its metallic paint on there. It has a very simple control tower. It has very simple tower here to support the rocket. You can see some of the pieces have faded. This is built in 99, or came out in 99, so it's 22 years old. And it does have a little crawler to haul the space shuttle around. And the space shuttle does open up. And it does have a very simple satellite in here that opens up. And that's about the extent of what you get. Oh, this set also has one other cool thing. Hey, if you're a little kid, you would have gone, probably really like this part. But it has light and sound. And yes, I put fresh batteries in there. Thank goodness I remember to take the old ones out. Else I would have had a mess on my hands. Okay, so this is the first one. And we're going to go in order of when this was released. So the next one is the Space Shuttle Adventurer. This one was released in 2010, so it's about 11 years old. It was 1,190 pieces and 3 minifigures. Now, this one, let me back up the camera a little bit, because I want you guys to be able to see this in its full glory here. So this one is smaller than the Discovery. They're different scales. But the Discovery did not come with the booster rockets. The booster rockets do separate, just like they would in real life. And the large booster rocket also separates from it. And this one, I admit, I bought it, I assembled it once, disassembled it, and it's been in a bag tote ever since. Until late last night when I put it back together. And so this one has not seen much sunlight, hasn't seen much, hasn't discolored. So I'm very grateful to be able to keep that all intact. So that's number 2. Number 3 on the comparison list. I'm trying to be very careful. Last thing I want to do is knock over something and not be able to show it to you guys because I have to rebuild it. Okay. This is just simply called Spaceport. And the Spaceport, it was released in 2011, so a year after the Adventurer. It has 478 pieces and 40 minifigures. It is actually a very simple set. It basically has a very small control room with a satellite dish and a little computer with monitor in there. And then you've got one astronaut. And you've got this rocket. Of course, I'm not really sure where the astronaut would go in here. I guess use your imagination. It has an elevator. Pretty simple. Oh. And then it has the blast off part here. 3, 2, 1, 0. And last but not least, to compare the Lego different space sets. And I'm not sure I could fit this next one completely in the frame, so I apologize if I can't. And that is the Saturn V Rocket here. Now, what you may not know, is besides the cobwebs, because it's been sitting out on my fireplace, this set was actually released twice. Lego released it the first time in 2017. And that's when I bought mine. And then it was only out 2 years, gone for a year, and then Lego brought it back. And the second release was identical to the first release, same pieces, same piece count, that kind of thing. And this one, I will not show it, but it is just like it is in real life. It is a staged rocket where the different pieces separate. The problem is it's hard to put it back together. And so I really don't want to demonstrate that. It did come with the moon lander with the little American flag and the little mini minifigures. And, well, if you're going to ask me which one's my favorite, I'm going to have to say I don't know. Because either it's a Saturn V or it's the new Discovery. I like both of them. They're both just awesome sets. And so I just want to thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And be good to each other and be safe out there. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Good night.